Good morning, Mr. President. Good morning, our guests. Good morning to everyone. My name is Winza Mauluka. I am Chief Specialist Projects, and I'm your moderator this morning. Mr. President, we have a large representation today. If you would permit, we will start with introductions from the government side. I will ask perhaps that or maybe should I just represent who is in the meeting instead of us going through everyone? So, Mr. President, we have representation from Cabinet Office, from the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Water, and the Ministry of Health, as well as State House. So with that introduction, I will ask the head of the World Vision International delegation to introduce himself, as well as give his remarks, and then we'll ask the minister and his team to give remarks, and then call upon His Excellency. Thank you.
Good morning, Excellency. Please allow me to introduce Andrew Morley, who has been the World Vision International President and CEO since 2019. He's currently visiting us in Zambia. He's leading the organization's work across 100 countries around the world with about 35,000 staff. From 2022 until 2024, he also served as the chair of the Steering Committee for Humanitarian Response, an alliance of the world's 9 leading humanitarian organizations. He's also a member of the Interagency Standing Committee, which is the most senior decision-making body in humanitarian affairs for United Nations. The most senior, and he also served as the body's champion on preventing sexual exploitation and abuse and harassment. It's the first time an NGO leader has done so in the recent decades. Andrew was also previously the CEO of Clear Channel Advertising UK, a global trustee at Christian Aid, and held senior CEO positions in Google Mobility, Motorola, Mobile, Sky Television, Cable, and Wireless, and Ford. Andrew is also an ordained minister. He's joined in his delegation by his wife, Vanessa. We also have Chris Weeks with us, who's part of the communications team. And from World Vision Zambia, we have Rezi Kera with us, who is our integrated programs director. And we have Ikwazi Musoni with us. She's the strategy, impact, and learning director. And allow me to introduce myself. My name is Mark Nosbach. I'm the national director for World Vision Zambia. I hand it over to Andrew for his brief remarks.
Thank you. Before the President speaks, perhaps the Minister would like to make a few remarks. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mr. President. Indeed, let me also introduce the President and Chief Executive, whose credentials are impeccable as presented by the country manager, and to welcome them to Zambia. Mr. President, World Vision has been a worth partner. Since your declaration of this drought as a disaster and an emergency, they've come on board in a very, very big way. To date, they've drilled in excess of 400 boreholes. Mr. President, they've also been involved in other things like ensuring the water quality, quality of the boreholes being drilled, sustainability of the service. Further, Mr. President, World Vision has also been involved in water harvesting. They've successfully constructed dams. Some of the dams they've constructed, Mr. President, we've even impounded enough water and supporting dairy farming in Mbeza and other areas around the country. Mr. President, is it Mbeza or Kaulamonde? Both, Mbeza, I'm aware of Mbeza at least. We're learning lessons from them. These dams have been constructed very well. These dams are being maintained very well. We had very good discussions with them to see how they can also help us ensure that we provide the same quality of service. And I was also excited that to inform them that we are coming up with the necessary regulations, necessary laws and regulations to ensure that we maintain these dams, we upscale on water harvesting. Mr. President, this is the team we bring to you, and we are very, very excited. You will see that there is other departments other ministries here, Minister of Education, Minister of Community Development, they've all been impacted, Mr. President, by World Vision. It's now therefore my honor and privilege to call upon the President and Chief Executive of World Vision to speak to us. Thank you, Mr. President.
Good morning, Your Excellency. Good morning, Honourable Engineer Collins and the other dignitaries. It's wonderful to meet you. Thank you, Your Excellency, for graciously taking the time to meet with us today. And on behalf of World Vision, I want to express my sincere gratitude for this opportunity to meet during a period where Zambia faces immense challenges, particularly the severe drought that's affecting communities across this nation, which you are personally tackling. This meeting provides a crucial moment for us to explore ways in which our partnership can become even stronger, ensuring that our combined efforts alleviate these immediate concerns and build resilience for the future. Zambia is one of the most important countries for World Vision. We operate in 100 countries across the world, but this is one of our key countries. A proud Zambian, John Chundu, sits on my international board. World Vision's journey in Zambia has been marked by a steadfast and cooperative relationship with the government of Zambia. Since 1981, our partnership has been grounded in shared values and mutual respect, enabling us to bring much needed support to the most vulnerable communities in this beautiful country. And I know you've just celebrated 60 years of modern Zambia, which I congratulate you for. For over 4 decades, our mission has remained centred on providing relief, resilience and opportunity, particularly to children who face some of life's most difficult circumstances, all in the name of Jesus. We envision a world where every child can experience life in all its fullness, and our work in Zambia has been an inspiring testament to what is possible when we work hand in hand towards this goal. World Vision Zambia is currently implementing an ambitious national office strategy under the leadership of Mark, which aims to directly contribute to the sustained well-being of 1.5 million children in the next 2 years. Our strategy already is giving notable results. For example, just to mention a few specifics. Our water and sanitation programs have a massive impact. This is one of our largest water projects across the world. In the last 3 years, we've drilled over 1,600 hand pumps, we've rehabilitated 725 water points, we've constructed 447 solar-powered piped water systems, providing clean water to over 737,000 people. We have also provided water to 317 schools and 147 healthcare facilities in rural areas. This vital work is improving health and hygiene for vulnerable children across Zambia. Your Excellency, we're incredibly grateful for the positive, enabling environment your government has cultivated. This is not the case in every country that we work. This support has allowed us to effectively implement initiatives across sectors with your help, helping us to improve nutrition, health, education, water access and economic opportunities. These efforts do not just address today's challenges, they also empower communities to build a sustainable future where every child can thrive. In alignment with your country's priorities and commitments to ending hunger and malnutrition, World Vision is proud to announce that we will be launching our Global Enough campaign here in Zambia later this month. This campaign is a call to action and a call for hope, focusing on ending child hunger and malnutrition globally. Here in Zambia, we're determined to make a lasting impact for 1.5 million children, ensuring they have the nutrition, the support, and the opportunity they need to develop to their full potential. By joining hands on this initiative with you, we are sending a powerful message that we refuse to allow hunger and malnutrition to hold back our children's futures. Alongside this campaign, World Vision is deeply engaged in drought response efforts. and we've already seen impactful results across Zambia. To date, over 240,000 people have received in-kind food distributions in 11 drought-affected districts, directly addressing immediate food needs and bringing relief to families in distress. Additionally, to help children in school, despite these challenges, almost 75,000 children are benefiting from our school meal programs, which not only provide nourishment, but also maintain school attendance and support their learning journeys. Access to clean water is another essential element in this response. We've drilled 260 boreholes and constructed 48 water systems, providing clean and safe water to over 131,000 people in these affected areas. These water initiatives do more than just quench thirst. They are instrumental in preventing waterborne diseases such as cholera, supporting agriculture and strengthening overall resistance for families and communities. Your Excellency, I would like to reaffirm my commitment and World Vision's commitment to Zambia's vision of resilience and prosperity. We are here not only to assist in immediate response, but also to build long-term sustainable solutions. We recognise that the challenges Zambia faces are complex, and strong partnership with your government and with business and local communities can achieve meaningful and lasting change. In closing, Your Excellency, I want to thank you personally once again for your government support and coordination. Together we are working towards a future where Zambia's children have access to health, to safety, and have opportunities. World Vision is deeply honoured, and I personally am deeply honoured to stand alongside you and the people of Zambia as we continue this journey. Together, we have a shared vision of resilience, hope, and a thriving future for every Zambian child in the name of Jesus. Thank you.
Thank you very much, President Morley, and we look forward to the Global Enough campaign. The government will be there to fully support it, and we are participating fully. It's now my honor and privilege to call upon the Republican President, Dr. Hakainde Hichilema, to respond. Mr. President, sir.
Thank you very much. Let me start by welcoming President, World Vision International, with your dear wife and the Zambia leadership of World Vision International. We welcome you to State House, acknowledge the Minister of Water and all my colleagues, senior government officials that are in the meeting today. But to return to you and your team, we want to express our gratitude for our long-standing relationship. 43 years or thereabout is a long time. So we're very delighted with this partnership on behalf of this government, the UPND government, on behalf of the governments, the leaders that came before me. We want to express our deep appreciation for this partnership, and would like to continue growing, to develop, to basically revolutionize our partnership, given the challenges that the community, the global community now faces, especially what climate change is doing to us all. Droughts, West drought in living memory for us. I was raised in a village myself, and in a farming environment. This is the first time the village folks failed to harvest anything at my age. So it tells you what climate change is doing to us. 2 years ago, almost, if not a year, we had a very strange season which had partial drought and actually flood in the same season. Very unusual. It clearly demonstrates that we have challenges that we have not seen before. Minister of Water himself is a hydrological engineer, hydrologist. I think he's taken there, I took him there to help us answer these challenges as an expert in the area. But from what he's experiencing, what he's facing, what we are facing, our partnership with yourselves is even more important now than before. So thank you for that. And if you weren't present, I would have said to the team, please pass my appreciation to the president. Now he's here. So you can spread that throughout your organization, what Zambia feels. I'm a Christian, by the way, as well. I'm an elder in the church. So, so please thank your team. We have received a lot of support. Boreholes, reticulation of water, water harvests. Actually, your other dam is between Chitongo and Kablamwanda, something like that, isn't it? So that happens to be very close to my village. So, but I'm selfish to say, how come you jumped to my actual village? But that's a joke. Very delighted, because the country now has been exposed because of this drought. The insecurity we've seen in food, the insecurity we've seen in energy, secondly, because we're a mono-energy producing country, by and large, hydro. And we were exporting power not just long ago. And in one season, we moved from exporting power to deficit and therefore importing power. But this drought has also been a blessing to us because we have realized how inadequate we've been. Investing in water harvest, I talked about the dams, is now one of our priorities. Colleagues know. So that the next drought will find us stronger. And if we harvest, when we harvest the water, Zambia is still fortunate to have a lot of surface water. We believe we have reasonable groundwater. I think the geological, what do you call it? Mapping that is going on now. Yeah, geophysical. Mapping that is going on now is not just for minerals, it is also for water, groundwater. So we believe that these insecurities arising from the drought has given us a rare opportunity to look at our fragility in a special way. And therefore, as I said, the water absence has not just led to shortage of water for human consumption, animal, industrial use, agriculture, but it has led to national insecurity because without energy, the economy shuts down almost. And without a drought, we are projecting to grow to close to 5% this year. Remember, we were down, for the Zambia team, they know, we went down in the previous government from 6% growth to minus 2.8%. Since we took office, we've been able to bottom up, and we are on the upward trajectory until the drought hit us. So we were projecting close to 5%. But this loss of GDP growth has an implication on the welfare of our people in many ways. I don't want to waste time. But we need to be smarter. We need to deepen our partnerships with people like yourselves. So we are now moving solar as well to improve the mix, energy mix, electricity in particular. We are moving in other sources. And with solar, President, and the programs you're doing with us on water development, we now are able to extract clean drinking water in the remotest parts of the country. That's very important. We can at least reticulate the water with a simple investment of a solar pump, borehole, of course, driven by solar, tank stand, maybe just 6 meters, as I'm a villager, I talk specifics, and a 5,000 liter tank. We're able to supply water to an area which ordinarily where women walked 5 kilometers to look for water every day, maybe 3 times. 20-liter can here, a baby at the back, another baby inside the tummy, another one by the mother's hand. It cannot be allowed to continue like this going forward. So this government is decided to invest heavily, despite our economic challenges, in water, sanitation, in health. The team here will tell you that the President has directed that all health centers must have a maternity wing with reticulated water. Once more, off-grid or solar. Then we can have our mothers delivering in environments that are decent. I was delivered in a grass-thatched house. My grandmother was a midwife, no running water. I cannot sit here and continue pretending that things are okay. Things are not okay. Let those mothers, especially young mothers with a little experience of mothering, deliver in health environments. So we want to encourage World Vision International to look at that aspect as well. Yes, from the water side, but really, which will improve the health service delivery. I can jump to education. Our free education policy has brought a lot more kids in class, school going, who were out of school because parents, guardians could not afford. This government, with all its challenges, debt burden, we have still been able to offer free education up to grade 12, which has brought, the numbers are known by my colleagues, PS is here, a couple of millions, over 1 million, isn't it? Kids in school now. 2 million, close to 2 million kids who were out of school. And we took a decision, Mr. President, very unpopular amongst my cabinet colleagues. When I came in, I said there will be no minister who will be driving a VX. Everybody had to scale down. So we could create savings, move money from consumption expenditure, happiness expenditure, artificial happiness at least, and savings we are putting in free education. Our colleagues in opposition didn't believe us, but we're here 3 years down the road now. But it means now more kids in school. It means we need more water for those kids. At least the schools must have water. You talked about the things you raised, but I'm just adding a few things that we must put context to so that we can see further areas of deepening of our partnership. And we can go on, but to simply say to you, we are very happy with our partnership. We would like you to consider doing more. We also like you to say to us, we've been partners for 43 years. You still have 1, 2, 3, 4 challenges. So I like to work in that way so that we can isolate. First, we share the opportunities, the growth areas for our partnership. Continue to do what we do, but the growth areas. Then to do what we agree to do, what is standing in the way? We want to hear from your country office, but also from you. And when we've done that checklist, we can now begin to unblock those rigidities so that you are able to get the work you do with us much quicker. If it's warmer, clearances, regulations, if it's ZEMA, ZEMA is the Zambia Environmental Agency. WAMA is the water agency. They are regulators. Sometimes they work so slowly. The approval process takes too long. I'm the first one to tell you that. And we are now tackling. This minister, one of his jobs was to go and tackle those delays in approving applications for, say, a dam. But it's not just his ministry. It's also the Minister of Green Economy. So we are pulling these together so that they don't occasion or cause the delays. When we cause a delay, we are delaying the improvement of someone's life. A mother, a child, a different able person. So that's my call, that's my ask, Mr. President, so that your office can checklist to us formally, these are the challenges we face. And then we can work together to dismantle those challenges, to be more efficient on our side. Then that allows you to work freely, to spend more time on delivering projects rather than sitting in meetings, going to offices seeking approvals. Because we do need the water. So why should we take time to approve water projects? That is the ask I make from your office, high office, from the country office. Now, having said that, we are also seeking from you best practices. You operate in over 100 countries. You have seen it all, and your team has seen it all, how other countries have approached the challenges we may be facing here, so that we avoid reinventing the wheel, so that we can quickly learn from others, benchmark with others, where issues or situations are relevant. We don't have to take time, invest resources investigating what someone else in the global village has already spent money and time to investigate. That, I think, is a lot of value we can bring, you can bring to our table. And lastly, the technical aspects. Sometimes these learned people want to over-design things and increase the cost of delivering projects. So we also want to learn from the technical point of view. Options are available for us to design durable, but simpler and therefore lower cost, but still durable projects. From my sins of the past, there was an assumption made by young professionals in our office that if they write more, if the report is that thick, then they're intelligent. But they're young, they haven't seen anything else. But those who have seen a lot know that solutions are simpler and easier to deliver, to explain, and even the villager like me can follow or do our part. I think that's my last statement. Other than that, just to say, we appreciate the support, our partnership. We want to deepen our partnership. And you have our best wishes as you go around checking what your offices are doing. And if there's anything we can do to support World Vision International, this particular office, but I say international because where I sit now, we work with many other heads of state. So if we can help in one way because of what we're doing with you here, and there's a word we can put to someone, we'll be happy to do that. Because if our neighbor improves, we improve. I'll give you a practical example. This country are providing water and health services to a lot of citizens of neighboring countries in the border areas. When we had the cholera vaccinations, we were vaccinating in the border clinics Mozambicans, Malawians. When cholera, I didn't mean cholera, I mean COVID. Did I say COVID? COVID. When we were vaccinating on COVID, which we moved rapidly from less than 5% level of vaccination when we took over in 2021 August, we took it to 67% quickly. And in the border areas, we were consciously also vaccinating citizens of neighboring countries. When there's a cholera outbreak, outbreak in Malawi, we are vulnerable, isn't it? So it's from that angle I am raising this issue. Waterborne diseases, sanitation issues, they don't know national boundaries. It's from there I'm raising or offering any support that we can, because you made a comment that we're trying hard as a country to improve the environment for World Vision to operate. If I can help someone, if we can help SADC table this matter on the SADC in a smart way level, we'll be happy to do that. I hope I'm making sense to you. Thank you. Thank you, Minister.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, for those remarks. Mwiza, I'm sure we may have a photo session, probably guide us how we're going to move from here.
Before that, yes, please.
Thank you, Mr. President, for that guidance. Kindly have a few words arising from what the President has said. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Excellency. If I would be able to share 2 words with you, the 2 words I would share would be keep going. Because the way that you speak, the way that the things that you're focused on are the right things. Focusing on water to health centres, we have research showing how that can transform a country. Other countries have done that and it's been transformational. The way you are thinking about a move to solar to reduce your reliance on hydro that's very wise. And we've seen other countries make massive changes to their reliance on hydro by moving to solar. And you're a country that's blessed with sunlight. So I think everything that you said, the water harvest, the water capture, you're doing the right things. And I love your broad definition of neighbour. I think that's very encouraging. So yeah, I would say 2 things, and that would be keep going.
Thank you. Thank you so much, President Morley. So at this point, President, the meeting is closed, but what we'll do at this point is President Morley and Mrs. Morley will accompany HE through the large doors to the patio, but we'll all go for a family photo session. Thank you. We'll use the bigger door, the rest of us. Thank you.